Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to answer this question of does mindfulness help with cognitive grinding? So I'm going to be explaining you why it helps and also why sometimes it may fall short. So mindfulness is this aspect of just being present or trying to bring your mind to the present moment because during the day actually as most people, especially most grinders have mentioned, like during the day when they drift away so much, like when they are so all over the place, they find themselves grinding a lot. This because the things they've never worked on, the responsibilities they've never took, or just so the basic stresses of life come to them, like they're just in front of you. So when all those things come to the surface, you end up feeling stress and you end up grinding. But when you put your attention on the grinding, they find that they stop grinding. But lack of attention, they start grinding. When they put attention on the grinding, they stop grinding. Basically, that's what healing is all about. Healing actually is more of putting attention on the discomfort you are feeling. So if you put attention on the discomfort, let's say if you are feeling unworthy, feeling like you've not made it in life, if you just put attention on that, it's like you're telling your mind that, hey, I understand that you are trying to make me believe these things, but I also understand that I will overcome this. It's just that simple. It's bringing what's unconscious to conscious. That's basically healing 101. So now mindfulness really does work if you just keep putting your attention in the present moment, because it will mean that you will start seeing life as the life you are living, not the life you've missed out on, not on the bills you've not paid. You just see the beauty of your life as it is, like the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are alive, the fact that you have a job, the fact that you have some sort of peace or you have some sort of support. Just looking at that really make you feel grateful about life, what it is. Of course, then it means less stress. But when you just drift, all the things you've never really faced come to the surface. Now, this is where the unconscious work comes in, like dealing with the things or the underlying issues. So these underlying issues actually can be your unhealed wounds, unprocessed trauma, or your stuck emotions. So these underlying issues, they sneak, come back to the surface. And because now your mind has gotten used to when these things come to the surface, of course it leads to a lot of stress. So your mind has gotten used to when they come to the surface, you end up grinding. That's why when you stop being mindful, you end up grinding because the things you not process come to the surface. But now if you could just live a life where you are totally mindful of everything, which of course sometimes is not really possible, you'll end up grinding your teeth. But of course the actual work now is dealing with these underlying issues. When you deal with underlying issues, it can be your unhealed trauma or your stuck emotions or your negative beliefs, you'll get to the point where those things will not be there in you anymore, or you'll have made peace with those things which are stuck in the unconscious mind. Because without you making peace with them, they'll always be knocking and knocking. And for other people, when they knock, other people may engage in addictive behaviors. But for you now, you engage in teeth grinding. So all those things will keep knocking and knocking till you work on them. So when you realize that a habit has gotten to the point where you cannot control it, let's say when you try to sleep, grinding start. When you try to focus on something else, grinding start. It simply means that it's become so unconscious to the point where you really need to do some unconscious work to deal with the root cause, which is still holding you or holding this habit in place. Because the root cause is holding this habit in place because it understands that without holding this habit in place, you will not be safe. So it's gotten to the point where holding this habit of teeth grinding is equivalent to the mind keeping you in a safe and familiar environment. But now, once you deal with those underlying issues which led to the development of this habit as a coping mechanism in the first place, it's like communicating to the mind that, hey, I'm an adult now, I can deal with stress in a better manner, I can deal with life in a more responsible manner, and I want to let go of the past. So the mind will actually be like, okay, we don't really need this grinding anymore because it's not serving you. That's basically what our habits do. They provide us with this temporary relief to the point where the mind gets used to it. And when the mind gets used to it, it doesn't just leave it till you deal with the root cause which led to the development of this habit as a coping mechanism in the first place. So put your attention in those uncomfortable aspects deep within you, and you'll find healing. And when you find healing, the mind will let go of that unhealthy habit you are engaging in. It all applies with all habits, addiction, porn addiction, everything. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.